Right, it's another day out, and so like, subscribe, all that nonsense. Why, I do not know, but there you go. So we're going to a open day, open garden day in somebody's house.
Okay, I'll point to the
All
side.
for charitable reasons. Okay, hang on. There.
It's
Yep.
the National Garden Scheme, Garden Open for Charity.
There you go. So anybody can do this. Get the garden. Oh, right. Let's see it. There. Very festive.
Okay, Lekka. We lived
Lekka,
in
Malaysia.
Malaysia for a while, and we knew Lekka and Andy. And Meng is an old friend of Lekka.
Yes.
So Lekka wrote to me and said there was going to be this open day, and if I missed Malaysian snacks, I should come here because Meng is a very good cook, and there's curry puffs and the like.
Yes, we come for the curry puffs.
We thought it was a double journey event. So the sort of main topic when we left was, what makes someone Malaysian?
Yes.
I think it's been the main topic for several thousand years, really,
It was much.
The Philippines wanted to call itself Malaysia at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Islands, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Sulu area.
No, all of the Philippines. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Gosh,
Right.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
I bought a book on quay.
Right.
Because I thought maybe I'd try making that. And I've actually found a place where I can get frozen pandan leaves.
Right.
Because pandan juice is used in so many of the
You can buy
desserts.
the juice, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know.
I tried making
I
it
got
from
a bottle and I saw the reviews on it, and it's
the
a sort of last resort.
If you use the pandan leaves to make juice, it's very time consuming.
Yes, but I kind of think that's part of the.
That's what makes the
process.
food.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You have to put a.
It was so overgrown, and we cut everything off and rebuilt it in a sense.
Yeah.
But the rest of the garden, the layout was the same, then just different planting and stuff. Yeah, have a look around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're at the White Horse of Uffington, White Horse Hill. It's a famous landmark, Bronze Age. For some reason, they made a very, very kind of modern-looking, stylistic horse here. See the signpost? It's pointing towards it. You can see bits of it. We'll have a closer look in a minute. Let's see what Helen has to say about it, because she wants to be buried up here because basically she's a primitive woman and subscribes to these old traditions. What's this, Lawrence?
I'm just saying how primitive you are and how you're coming back to see your ancestors here.
I am coming back to see my ancestors.
Yes. So tell us
You're
about.
going to get very wet shoes. Is that okay?
Well, I can't go barefoot, so I'm rather stuck with it. So tell us about Uffington, White Horse.
Right. Well, we're up on the Ridgeway, because as you can see,
You can see for miles and miles around here. So this Ridgeway runs across the South Downs of England, and that way is south. Let me see, and that bump of hills over there with little spikes coming up, I think that's Farringdon, where I went to school. Over there around the corner is Wantage, where I was brought up, and Uffington here, Uffington Castle is Iron Age castle.
Yeah, could be. Iron Age, Bronze Age, all round that period. Both periods.
The White Horse is quite an extraordinary carving in the chalk hills, because the best view of it is from some distance rather than close up. And every year there's a festival for the scouring of the White Horse to clean the chalk up and make him bright and sparkling again. And there's a huge amount of history along this Ridgeway. Besides which, it's just a gorgeous place to come for a walk and fly your kite. And
it said no drone flying. You can't fly drones around here.
But in my days, there weren't no drones. We had kites.
So tell us about this enormous amount of history, Helen.
I don't know much about this enormous amount of history. One would have to go and do one's homework. Because when we used to come up here, there wasn't a lot of known history. It was just Iron Age fort on the hill.
Come to think of it, there's still not a lot that's really known. Yeah.
But this is the route that traders took, because it was much safer to walk up here than down in the valley.
Yeah, thousands of years. It had thousands of years of history before thousands of years ago, didn't it?
It's like, it's always been thus.
Yeah. Yes, before we started writing history, it had thousands of years of history.
There's this good sheep pasture up here.
There's sheep over there. I hear birds. I can see rain. Look, it's going to rain. It's going to rain. Isn't that fun? Wind farm down there. And if you look closely, you'll see them rotating or anything. So there must be no wind down there. So just the right place to put the wind farm. There you go. That very tiny little black pixel up there is a skylark. You might just be able to hear it if I boost up the sound on this. There you are, got quite close to a skylark. I don't know whether you can see it on here because frankly they look a bit like fat sparrows. Not terribly colourful birds, are they? Skylarks, not terribly colourful. Yes, yeah. And there's a hawk. Oh, hawk right above me. Can you see it? Probably not, I don't know. Huge. Well, I might have, but you know, the
Okay, though, aren't you?
yeah, might be able to blow it up to something so you can see something, but I doubt it. Okay, so what is the definition of majestic? And we just had a discussion of it, and we decided it was large and effortlessness. Large and effortless. That's it. Largeness and effortlessness. That's what makes it majestic. Oh, look, and which is Dragon's Hill. I can see.
Can you see the bump with the white patch?
Oh, that's Dragon's Hill, is it?
Yes.
Right.
Because the white patch is where the dragon was slain. The blood spilled.
Oh, right. That's what they say. That's Dragon's Hill. That bump down there, and this is. Yes, that's right. Round about here. And this is probably that's the hill. Yeah. Anyway, there's the horse. Yes, it hasn't been cleaned yet for a while. But of course, can you see it on the screen here? I can't quite make it out, it's too small. But you might be able to see it. I'll see when I get back into the editing suite. And these here humps are the castle. Right.
So we know where we are.
If you have an Ordnance Survey map, it'll have a dot saying this is Uffington Hill Iron Age Fort. Is that what it'll call it?
Okay.
Could be. She claims she knows these things, and then when we get to them, I asked her to give you an announcement and tell you where.
My 11-year-old knowledge.
Oh yes. No, I've no idea what that was. A stone circle. Looked like a modern installation of stones rather than an ancient one. Evocative of ancient ones. Whether the stones were ancient or not, I don't know.
In my memory, Uffington Castle was made.
But we're on the Betjeman, that's it, trail. Okay, tell us about John Betjeman.
He wrote that. He wrote those words there.
He wrote those words there.
Yeah.
He got down on his hands and
He
knees.
was poet laureate.
I don't know what year.
When 1956 or something like that.
Was it?
I don't know. It must be somewhere.
We used to have the St John's Annual
1960
Brigade annual
something.
fete in his garden, and I remember riding a horse round his paddock.
Oh, right.
He stuck up for St Pancras, didn't he? St Pancras Station.
Oh, right. For some reason.
He made so much fuss that they were going to demolish it.
But he didn't care for Slough. That's it.
Leathery Lambourne.
Robin down there.
Yes, I've seen that. Yes.
sea lion is better.
Yes. He also wrote poems about the Royal Mail in being delivered by train. And
Oh, he did, didn't he?
that's right. And also begging the bombs to come to Slough for some reason. I think he just didn't like the name. Right, this is what it says here. Sir John Betjeman and Mother Nature.
His house was
JB was a keen observer of nature, of nature's landscapes, of the seasons, and of their wildlife. The park is home to a rich mosaic of species. Some are rooted in its alkaline soil, others fleet of foot, and yet more to be watched on the wing. Visually, the park undergoes big changes with the seasons. The English language has such range, such rhymes and half rhymes, rhythms strange, and such variety of tone. It is a music of its own. There you are. That's a bit of Betjeman. Right, yeah. Now, if the harvest is over and the world cold, give me the bonus of laughter, something I lose hold. As I lose hold. Oh, right. Well, there you go. Yes. Yes, it just trips off the tongue. John Betjeman was stirred into action when he saw building and landscape gems threatened with destruction and overdevelopment. It was a bloody Luddite, if you ask me. Tear it all down, I say. We're in Wantage. This is Alfred the Great's town. What's the relationship between Wantage and Alfred the Great?
He was born here.
There you go, he was born here. Alfred the Great was born here.
I think the hill near where it's
Yeah.
was where the Royal Villa was. And he would go to Clark's Mill for his bread.